Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Today we're going to attempt to review a new brand called Armour Detail Supply AMPLIFY SiO2 Detailer, which costs £16 for 16 fluid ounces, which is 473 millilitres. Now I just want to read this. Introducing AMPLIFY, an SiO2 infused detail spray formulated to deliver unrivaled slickness and gloss. Well, we'll see about that. As the name suggests, AMPLIFY's innovative formula is designed to elevate the slickness, gloss and protection of the existing coating, sealants or wax to new heights, unlike other detailers that can mask existing protection or cause build-up over time. AMPLIFY may be used seamlessly, wash after wash, to enhance your vehicle's protection without any adverse effects. Jesus, guys. Look at the size of that font. Why are you using such a damn tiny font when you've got all that space around it? It's really hard to read that. Crafted from a blend of unique polymers, silica resins, lubricating agents, oh yeah, and gloss enhancers that work in perfect harmony to deliver a frictionless product that can last up to 2 months. Its easy to use formula makes it perfect choice for the final touch or any maintenance wash, acting as a drying aid or serving as a standard detail spray. I do like that blurb actually, it shows some knowledge to me. Suitable for all exterior surfaces including paintwork, chrome, plastic, glass, and that's important, and trims, etc. Amplifiers are must-have in every detailing arsenal, so why settle for less when you can amplify your vehicle's protection and shine with AMPLIFY? That's really American, but it's pretty good. And there's instructions there for using it as a detail spray and drying aid, and good safety precautions there. It doesn't have the little red square with the cross in it, which I think you're supposed to have if you've got certain amounts of chemicals, but maybe it doesn't. Okay, so pretty decent. Comes in a reasonable Boston style bottle with the curved top. That's a PET bottle, and it's a cosmetic bottle with a bit of colour into it. Which is unusual, so I quite like the bottle. Product smells amazing. That smells like a sort of fruity grape juice or something like that. I don't know. Nice smell. And they're using Vela triggers, which are very good. These are the water PPKs. Low throughput, good control, nice misting, reliable, comfortable in the hand, good ergonomic triggers, not cheap as well. So I like it when brands use those. Right, there you have your basics. Now, here's my notes. Armour, so they're an American company. I'm not so good with American companies. If a UK company launch, I can usually work out who they're using, who their supplier is, where they're getting it from. I go and have a, if I can't, I've got a little circle of people I talk to that will know if I don't know. We will ask each other questions. You know if you know. With American brands, I'm less informed. I know some of the sources, but I don't have any idea what this is, where it comes from, the origins of it. Whenever I see a UK brand, I go on Companies House and I have a poke around at their books. I go on Google and I have a poke around at their premises. I go onto their social media, I have a poke around, look for signs of life, see what they're all about. And my instincts on all that are quite good. I haven't got a good read on this brand. I will say, just looking at that, I like the brand name Armour. I think that's clever. But look at the size of your branding. That word there, detail supply, you can't even read that. You're going to need like your binocular glasses. And the branding of the word Armour is just bulk standard in a small font. That's your brand. That's your brand, that is. It's got to have a bit more about it than just the word Armour in a clean font. The fact that you've got a logo there and it's like a shield, fine, even though that's a bit primitive as well. Incorporate your logo into this piece of graphics and then you've got a brand identity and blow it up. So get a much bigger font on Armour because that's your brand. Use a much better font than that and improve that and get a proper logo going. Get a brand identity, it's important. Okay, in my opinion. Now, so American brand, their range, I've got to have a look on the Interdetailing website to go and have a look at the Armour range and get a better idea of what they're all about. Look like their foundation is ceramic coatings, which is nice, a modern brand, no paste waxes, so they're setting themselves in the stall. They're non-ceramic coating products that protect and maintain their coatings. You've got a ceramic sealant and you've got this ceramic detailer. which is quite good. And then after that comes a bit cookie cutterish, a soap, you know, a decon soap. We've heard that one before. Yeah, and a tyre dressing, and the rest of it's pretty cookie cutter, which is fine. You know, you've got to have those products, but not much really to excite me. And then I noticed, just as I was thinking that's okay, I noticed a waterless wash that looks like a ready mixed waterless wash. Apologies if it isn't, but I looked in there and looks like it's a ready to go waterless wash for £19 for 500ml. That sort of stuff gets my back up, because a waterless wash, I take 4ml of this product and mix it with 900 or a litre of water, as near as damn it. So 4ml of waterless wash to a litre of water gives me a litre of waterless wash. And the chemical price of that, using a concentrate like ONR or McKee's, is pennies for a litre. So half a litre is half a penny or whatever. Yeah, it's pennies. I don't even need to work out the cost. It's 4ml of waterless wash. So how can you sell me a ready-to-use one for £19? How does that give me any value? It's a waterless wash. That sort of stuff, I was talking about that selling water, the business, the dark art of selling water. You can do that to people, and there'll be some people that go and buy that waterless wash for 19 quid. Not many. I mean, there's a few dum-dums out there, isn't there? But you can't do that to people and expect there to not be any consequences. You know, those consequences just might be that people are, you know, a little gut instinct is drawn away from your brand. Okay, they've got some soaps on there as well. They don't have decent pre-wash, but lots of American brands don't. Americans have some really good LSP products, I find. Good detail sprays, good dressing, good protection products. But their soaps and their pre-washes suck. They do, they suck. I could talk about that for hours. Generally, they suck. I've not found a good one. But maybe these guys will tell us they've got a good one. I don't know if they have. Anyway, let's move on to the performance of this product. So we tested it against Sonex BSD and Shoal Concepts SW30. So it's like the Americans versus the Germans in this one. That's just a coincidence, really. Now, we've done the price comparison already. It sits in the middle at £36 a litre, £32 a litre for the Armour versus £36 a litre for the Speedwax versus £14 a litre for the Sonex BSD. You can even get that cheaper. But £32 a litre is expensive for detail spray. It's probably not that expensive for ceramic detail spray. Could you just put ceramic on the label of any detail spray? Yes, but they haven't done with this. Okay, application. Out of the three products, this got the most marks, 5. I think the application is superb. It flashes even quicker than the fast-flashing SW30. Works well as a drying aid, but if you hurl this product on, like, they always say use it sparingly. Well, they might not, but you always hear that. You should be able to hurl a detail spray onto a panel, and it should be fine. This you can hurl on. It's just like spreading water, then it flashes. You don't see any of that film that you've got to chase out. It's a brilliant detail spray to use. If you hurl this Sonex BSD on, you're going to be left with a slimy mess on your panel, which is a nightmare to buff. You really are. It's a downside. It's got some positives, this product, don't get me wrong. It's even better than the spray wax, so the best to apply. Well done. Filling. I didn't give points for this, but I just noticed it. It had much better filling than the SW30. Ironically, the SW30 from Shoal, I believe, talks about how well it feels. We compounded a test panel, which is sitting outside there. We'll talk about that in a minute, with wool and heavy cut to create a hazy, marred up, machine marred finish. This filled it and made a darker finish with less swirls after applying it than the one that claims it does filling. And this doesn't claim, so they missed a trick there. It's good at filling swirls. Yeah, and that was poor at filling. Slickness, okay. Out of all the 5 products here, it was second in slickness, only to a product that's sealant, not a detail spray. It was the slickest of these 3 products. I will say it's not market-leading slickness, though. It's no bead maker, which gives you that lovely finish. I felt slicker products, but it's decent. And I did the little tilt test, which kind of confirmed it. That was silky slick, okay? But decent slickness. Now, gloss readings on the Gonio photometer. It came second with an average reading of 87.2 gloss units. The speed wax was the highest with 87.6, and the BSD was consistently lower, and it is not a shiny product, that BSD, in my opinion. Not compared to these, and not, my eyes tell me, you can spot 4 units of gloss. You know, my eyes tell me it's not shiny, and the gloss meter tells me it's not shiny. It's called Brilliant Shine Detailer. I call it Brilliant Beads Detailer, in my opinion. Right, so it's up there with the gloss, comes second, very close though, within the error tolerance, but decent performance on gloss. Beading, goodish, I put, goodish. Both these other 2 products were poor. This does add some hydrophobicity. We're using it standalone. Standalone, it doesn't give you good beads. Did I say this was poor on beads? That's not poor on beads. That's incredible on beads. You use that standalone and put it on. It's like a spray sealant. Like, it turns your paint. It's just ridiculous. This is brilliant. And if you love beads, you cannot beat this product. It's horrible to apply. It's gloopy. It's not very, very shiny. Maybe it's paraffin based. Who knows? It's just my opinion. It's white. It's after a couple of days, it really loses its shine. But the beads are incredible, and the durability is really good as well. This is just average. If you have something on there already, it will really boost it as it claims, but it's not amazing beads as a standalone product, just average beading. Durability, the SW30 was poor. This is good durability. In fact, this almost matches a spray sealant. And this Armour product, AMPLIFY, is very good. It's still going. This is like day 2 of trying to test with chemicals and leaving the chemicals on there using the Surfex HD. It's resisted like 2 hours of soak out with APC, which isn't the same as consecutive passes. The SW30 was removed after 1. The BSD is still going. I think the BSD is going to beat it, but the durability of this for a little quick detailer is really, really impressive. Even more so because it's not that mega hydrophobic, it's just average. You usually see it degrade faster when it has less hydrophobicity, but it isn't. It's withstanding that chemical well. It claims 2 months. I think it will do that easily from what I'm seeing. But anyway, it's only an interpretation of durability from chemical testing. So there you have an idea of performance with this product. Out of all 3 of these detail sprays here, which one would I have? It is without doubt the Armour product. Out of these 3, it is the best product. It's an absolute peach to use. It does top up protection. It does live up to its product claims. But the most important thing is you can hurl it on the car, just buff it out and you'll get a slick, glossy finish. Good detailer spray. And it goes to show, stop messing around with the focus. It goes to show actually that we think like all this ceramic SiO2 stuff is BS. But these are non-ceramic, and this one is a ceramic, and it has a little bit more to it. Whether that's the SiO2 or just more active ingredient, who knows? But it's a superior product in my opinion. So, John, would you go and buy this and have this on your shelf? No, I wouldn't. The problem you've got with this is, I've said it before, I don't think I can recall an SiO2 ceramic spray like this, water-based, that I thought was poor. They're all pretty slick, they're all pretty glossy, they're all roughly the same price. There are ones out there that can do 6 months and will outlast this, and they're more spray sealants. There's one that's out there that are a bit cheaper than this. This just falls into a product that if you sold it, if you watching had your own brand and you had this product in the lineup, you could be proud of it. It's very, very good. But no, I won't be buying it. I don't pay £16 really for 500 ml of chemical. If I do, it has to come from a brand that I think have got a bit more of a reputation. That's just my opinion. So like, I personally would rather spend £16 on a CarPro or a G-Technic or a Geon ceramic detailer, because they're more established, they've got a better reputation, they've got better marketing budgets, you know, they're more established, they're just more desirable to me, the packaging's better. And I would even probably say this ceramic detailer here is a bit more blingy and has a bit more beads and even more slickness for the same money. So I find it interesting that you release these, you know, you release this and you price yourself beyond the market leading companies that have got much bigger presences than you, and you say, right, we're better and we're them. they're worth 15 quid for half a litre, we're worth 16, come and buy our product. I think that's a big order, and I think you should build up a bit quicker than that. And, you know, I personally think you should be cheaper than them, although brands will disagree, because I don't think you're quite there yet with all your branding and all that sort of stuff. So, good chemical. The brand isn't established enough yet for me to want to have it on my shelf, and I don't pay £16 generally for 500ml of quick detailer, ceramic or not. There is one other massive problem that really grinded on me. I've used, more of this product has gone on the floor than on my car, okay? And this is a problem. Look at this, look. So here's your product. The lid is on absolutely rock solid tight. It came with this safety lid. You take it off, put this lid on. Look at this. What is that? Look at that. Look at that. I probably just wasted, God knows how much, about 5 cars worth. I was using it and it's all going down my knuckles and my hands getting covered in ceramic spray and it's all dribbling all over your fingers. It isn't sealed between the ring and the gun, which I think I've seen before on these Vela triggers, because you can get, I think that's the 20, so it's a 22 radius style thread, but it's an extra height. And I think when you order the extra height, it doesn't seal properly. I don't know, or it could just be a defective one. There could be something missing with it. But either way, if I buy a product and it's all leaking over my hands, and it's an expensive product, and it's tipping it all over the floor, look at that. Or if you're transporting the product and it tips over, you'll lose the whole lot, even when it's in here. Once you've put the trigger bottle on this, you don't want to keep going back to this. That trigger can't be used. You will waste chemical and it will go all over your hands. That's the bottom line. If that's not some missing gasket or flange or whatever in there, or some seal, washer, whatever, if that's not, and they're all like that, then that is terrible. How do you release a product that leaks that badly and you don't notice it? That's what's going through my head. And again, when I talk about things like that, some people get very angry with me as a reviewer. And other people, other brands just say, oh yeah, we didn't notice that, fair play, fixed. So I'm interested to see what the score is with that. But for me, as a reviewer, that's unforgivable. I'm even going to do it again, look. Look how much you're losing. It's just pouring out the bottle. That's terrible. So yeah, that's, especially for a professional sort of, a product that's attempting to be premium and high up in the market as a professional grade, you cannot just waste your chemical like that. And it goes, even though you're not tipping it over when you're using it, you're moving it around, it goes at an angle, and when it's full, it all comes out the top. And my hand was soaking, I noticed it straight away. So things like that, really, I struggle to accept as a reviewer. And that's another reason I wouldn't buy it. So price, the brand isn't established enough yet for me. And the trigger. But I do want to keep this positive. That is a fantastic chemical. Like the chemical they're selling there is really good as a detail spray. And it just, you know, especially as a drying aid, especially just to tidy up and add gloss. Yes, if you've got a ceramic coating on your car and you just wash your car, you do lose hydrophobic performance. And it's not always because the coating's disappearing, it's because the coating's getting masked. You know, you lose that hydrophobic performance. But if you wash it and maintain it with a product like that, you never lose your hydrophobic performance. And we know that coatings, you know, the actual material is very strong and will stay there as longer than any other sort of protection of that nature. So this will just keep the bling going and keep the slickness going and give you that bit of satisfaction that you're glossing up your paintwork when you finished it. Very good product. Yes, actually, if you're an Amplify, if you're an Armour ceramic coating user, then this would be a good product to maintain your coating with. It really would. For the rest of humanity, they've got a tall order getting it going in the UK. I wish them good luck, I really do. Try and get some more USPs into your product is my advice. Try and tighten up that branding, really tighten up, sort out that trigger. Try and get some unique products out on the market, because we're going to be looking at this next, you know, and this is, look at brands, if you're Armour, look at brands like CarPro, an acidic shampoo to descale, you know, so you can maintain your coatings better than just washing them with normal things. These get my little juices glowing because they're exciting. And I think the branding's a bit better as well. You could argue CarPro's a bit small, but you always recognise CarPro, don't you? In fact, they're quite similar, aren't they? But I think the CarPro's a little bit sharper for me. A lot sharper, their branding. There's some problems with this though, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So there you go. That's my review of Armour Detail Supply. Lots of good things going on, but lots of things still to tighten up. Rome wasn't built in a day. Good luck to them. I hope they do well. Don't forget to subscribe. Adios.